Hello students, welcome to Target AES. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Let us continue with third module of plastic analysis. Third module of plastic analysis. I hope you're perfect in first two modules, right? कोई doubt है तो WhatsApp group में पूछ लेना. I will definitely clear your doubt. Now coming to this third module, which is very simple, I am going to continue with the topic which I have stopped in between, shape factor. याद आ गया what is shape factor? In the last module I have explained you your shape factor represented by SF is nothing but ratio of your plastic moment to your yield moment. So how to write your plastic moment? अरे यार काफी simple है. It is nothing but Fi into Zp. And what is your Fi value? It is nothing. What is your My value? It is nothing but Fi into Z. So let me make it very clear. Whenever you are writing your plastic moment, right? So this is Fi into Zp, where Zp is your plastic modulus. Plastic modulus. And what is your yield moment? It is nothing but your Fi, yield strength, into Z, where Z is your section modulus. Section modulus. How to get this Z value? Very simple. It is nothing but I divided by Y max. I divided by Y max. For example, rectangle का क्या हो जाएगा? Rectangle का I कितना है? What is moment of inertia of rectangle? BD cube divided by 12. And what is your Y max value? See, obviously centered कहाँ पे है? It passes through the center. So this is D by 2. This is D by 2. So what is your Z value? That is nothing but BD cube divided by 12 divided by D by 2, because you can see your Y value from your centroid to the maximum external fiber. So that is D by 2. So BD cube divided by 12 divided by D by 2, you will be getting BD square divided by 6. So this is your Z value. Similarly, you can calculate for whatever shape you want. Okay, whatever shape you want. याद रखना, this is Y max. This is Y max. For example, if you are talking about a triangle, I know where the centroid acts. Centroid कहाँ पे रहेगा? If this is H, it will be at H by 3, right? यहाँ पे रहेगा. Now you tell me what is your Y max? Is it H by 3 or this distance 2H by 3? कौन सा लोगे? Always we have to take Y max here. That is a simple logic which you have to remember. Okay, always take Y max. So instead of Y max, write 2H by 3 and solve. You will be getting your Z value for your triangle. समझने आ गया? याद रखोगे? Now come back to this topic, the plastic moment, whatever I have taught you, it was Fi into Zp, where Zp का एक फॉर्मूला है, ब्यूटीफुल सा फॉर्मूला, छोटा सा फॉर्मूला. व्हाट इज इट? इट इज नथिंग बट a by 2 into y1 bar plus y2 bar. y1 bar plus y2 bar. I hope you remember it, right? In the same module, आज के मॉड्यूल में I am going to solve lot of questions, at least 3 questions related to this MP calculation. Okay, ये फॉर्मूला यूज करके हम मोमेंट कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे, एटलीस्ट इन 3 प्रॉब्लम्स. ओके, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. नाउ कमिंग बैक टू दिस शेप फैक्टर. So it is your MP divided by My, and it is always greater than 1. For various shapes, I have given the values, right? For rectangle, how much is your shape factor? It is 1.5. For diamond, what is the shape factor? 2. याद आ गया. And for a circle, it was 1.7. For a triangle, कितना? You should be able to tell. It was 2.34. Right? And in the last module, see, I have given you this diagram. I hope you remember it. So maximum किसका है? Maximum आके triangle का है, which is 2.34. So it gets a very important question. Which of the following cross section has the maximum shape factor? Answer is triangle 2.34. And which has the minimum shape factor? The answer is I section 1.12. याद रख लो, यहाँ पे minimum भी लिख लेना, so that it will be convenient for you. And the minimum value is for I section, which is 1.12. And always remember your shape factor, no matter, it is always greater than 1. Simple. Now before going into the next topic, I have given you a small homework. Okay, after this I am going to teach you load factor, but before that I have given you a small homework. What is that homework? It was to calculate the shape factor for a triangle. कितने लोगों ने किया? Right? I hope you are able to do. Even if you aren't able to do, no issues, I will help you to solve it. This is a big question, that's why I am going to solve it, because this is still the beginning of chapter. I cannot expect you to solve big question directly. So let me solve this. After, based on this question, you can solve different shapes if you want. Let me draw the triangles. Let me draw a triangle. I hope this is good enough. And let this is my B and this is my H value. This is my height. So what is area of a triangle? Area of triangle कितना है? Of base into height. You know that very well, right? So I have to find what is the shape factor of this triangle. How to get it? Very simple. What is shape factor? I know it is Fy Zp divided by Fy into Z, where Fi cancel. So it is nothing but my plastic modulus divided by my section modulus. So what is section modulus of a triangle? You should be knowing it directly. If you don't know, I will solve it. So section modulus of triangle is nothing but moment of inertia of a triangle divided by your Y max, divided by your I max. So for a triangle which has, let me draw it again. For a triangle which has base B and height h, what is your moment of inertia? You should be knowing it at least, right? It is BH cube divided by 36. BH cube divided by 36. इतना तो याद है ना? If you don't know, what you can do is, I have given a short notes for you of engineering mechanics. Okay, वो एक बार open कर लेना in the centroid chapter. It is a short notes. Hardly there are like 6-7 pages. In that one page, I have dedicated fully to this. Okay, where I have given what is your moment of inertia, what is, where is your centroid of different shapes, almost 20 different shapes. Okay, at least remember 5-6 important commonly used shapes. Now what is your z value? It is nothing but bh cube divided by 36 divided by your y max. Let me make it very clear. Whenever you have a triangle, your centroid lies somewhere here, right, at a distance of h divided by 3, h by 3. So what is your y value? Is it this distance or this distance? Always we have to consider y max. If this is h by 3, this top distance will be 2h by 3. So my y max will be nothing but 2h divided by 3. So the same value I am substituting here, 2h divided by 3. So what it is? h, and यहाँ पे square आ जाएगा. So I will be getting 3 by 2 bh divided by 36. This 12. So I can write my z of triangle is bh divided by 24. bh divided by 20. Very important. I hope you will be remembering it, right? So your z of triangle you already know. मुझे क्या चाहिए? बस zp चाहिए. Once I know this zp value, my shape factor is just zp divided by z. So let us find out. So what is zp of this triangle? Very simple. What is your zp formula? A by 2 into y1 bar plus y2 bar. So first let us divide this triangle into two equal areas. Okay, let us divide it into two equal areas. Okay, so I have two shapes. Let us say this is a1 and this is a2, and I know a1 is equals to a2 is equals to a by 2, right? So मुझे अब क्या चाहिए? मुझे बस centroidal ये distance चाहिए from the centroid of this image 1 to neutral axis. This will be my y1 bar, and centroidal distance of this trapezoid at the bottom whatever I have to the neutral axis, that will be y2 bar. बस मुझे दो वैल्यू चाहिए. I know area, I know a by 2 value. I just have to find out y1 bar, y2 bar, substitute in the formula, get my zp value. So एक थोड़ा tricky है. We have to calculate this carefully. So let me make it very clear. This triangle whatever you are seeing, right, let me zoom it a bit. Let me zoom it a bit. And when I am dividing it, let me say this triangle whatever is formed, let me erase this triangle whatever is formed, right, ये जो triangle form हो रहा है. So this I am naming it as 1. Let the breadth is small b and this height is small h. Let this height is small h. ठीक है. So what is the area of this area 1? What is area of this one? Area of this one, I know it is again a triangle. So of into what is the base now? Small b into small h. I know one good thing. This area 1 is exactly how much? Half of the full area of a triangle. So I can write it as half of area of a triangle, which is nothing but of capital B, which is width of total triangle, into height of total triangle. So my this cancel. I can write my BH is equals to BH by 2. Okay, so let us say this is equation 1. ये क्या हो गया? ये हो गया equation 1. Now I need one more equation because here there are clearly two unknowns, unknown 1 and unknown 2. There are two unknowns, so I need two equations. तो एक और equation मैं निकालूंगा from similar triangles. See, I will highlight with the black color. Just see carefully. So this outer triangle is one triangle and inner triangle is second triangle. These are similar triangles, right? Obviously these are similar triangles. So what I can write is, as they are similar triangles, for similar triangles I can write it as my b divided by h is equals to capital B divided by capital H. एक ही हैक है. Okay, whenever you are seeing some geometry, you should be able to relate. मैं किस तरह से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकता हूँ. If you are able to write this, the problem is solved. So once you know this equation 2, I can easily write it down. So how I can write it down? Just break it in terms of b and h. So it will be very simple. I can write my b as capital B h small h divided by capital H, right? So if I am substituting it in equation 1 substitute करना क्या आ जाएगा आपको? So I will be getting b h into capital H into small h is equals to b capital H into 2, right? So ab cancel हो जाएगा. So this h, if I am sending it here, I will be getting h square is equals to h square divided by 2, or I can write h is equals to capital H divided by root 2. Capital H divided by what? Root 2. So this is a very important term which you should be knowing. Now similarly, if you are substituting instead of b by h is equals to capital B by capital H, I can write it in terms of h also, or small h also. I can write what it will be. It will be b capital H divided by b. If you are substituting it in equation 1, just substitute in our equation 1 whatever we have. This equation 1, bh is equals to capital BH divided by 2. So what you will be getting? BH is equals to capital BH divided by 2. So let us substitute h value. So b into capital H divided by b is equals to BH by 2. So if I am cancelling this h, what I will be getting? I will be getting b square is equals to b square divided by 2, or I can write my b is equals to b by root 2. So I have two wonderful equations. One is h is equals to h by root 2 and b is equals to b by root 2. So I can say whenever I have a triangle, if this is a h, if this is b and this is h, then whatever the triangle which the neutral axis is cutting, the triangle which is formed at the top, it is b by root 2 and this is h by root 2. What will be this distance? A जो distance है, what will be this distance? This distance, that will be nothing but capital H minus h by root 2. You can write it as h into root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2. You can simplify it and write it down. Okay, you can simplify it and write it down. So let us just calculate it. कितना आ रहा है? So h into root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2. Just calculate it. H into root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2. So you will be getting 0.293 h, right? So I got 0.293 h. Please cross check 0.293 h. Okay, so I hope it is very clear for you. Like this, you can calculate what is the height of upper triangle and what is the height of trapezoid and what are the various dimensions. Once you know these dimensions, the problem is very simple. Yaar, kuch bhi nahi hai. Now you know everything. Now you literally know everything. For this triangle, what will be your centroid? What is this distance y1 bar? y1 bar कहाँ पे आएगा? काफी simple है. It is a triangle again. y1 bar will be at a distance of h by 3, right? Small h divided by 3. Your y1 bar is at small h divided by 3 distance. So your small h divided by 3 is nothing but h by root 2 divided by 3. So h divided by 3 root 2 you can write it down. Okay, so that is your y1 bar. कितना है y1 bar? Please calculate. So what is this distance? y1 bar का distance h divided by 3 into root 2. h by root 2 is 0.707 h divided by 3. So how much you should be getting? Just calculate. 0.707 h divided by 3. So I got 0.236 h. How much I got? I got 0.236 h. So this y1 bar, I know it is at a distance of 0.236 h. Now I have to calculate this y2 bar. This y2 bar is important. y2 bar एक बार calculate कर लूँगा, my entire problem is done. How to calculate this y2 bar? So I am writing that figure here clearly. The trapezoid, what is at bottom? Let us write it down. At the bottom, I have b. Here, what is the dimension? It is b by root 2. And what is this height? This height I know 0. अभी तो calculate किया था 293 h. 0.293 h. End of story. So I have to calculate where is my centroid. But one thing, I have one formula for the centroid from bottom. ये वाला centroid का एक formula है. What is that? The centroidal formula for a trapezoid, it is 2a plus b divided by a plus b into h divided by 3. याद आ गया formula? I hope you remember this formula, right? So if you have a trapezoid, if this is a, this dimension is a, top dimension, and this length is h and this bottom dimension is b, then my centroid from this bottom fiber, it is a 2a plus b divided by h by 3. So I will know what is this distance y, and I just have to calculate this y2 bar. Okay, so first let us find out my y. It is nothing but b by root 2 into 2 plus b value. Here this is my b and this is my a value, as simple as that. So capital B divided by a plus b, which is b by root 2 plus capital into h by 3. H value is 0.293h divided by 3. So what you are getting, just calculate. So it will be root 2 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by root 2 into 0.293h divided by 3. So just calculate once how much you are getting. So you are getting from the top, root 2 is 1.414 plus 1, you will be getting 2.414, and bottom 1 by root 2 is 0.707 plus 1, so 1.707. So 1.707 into 0.293h divided by 3. So what is your y value? Your y value is 0.1381h. 0.1381h. So I know this is 0.1381h. What will be this distance? What will be this distance, Baba? Very simple. This overall height is 0.293h and bottom wala height is 0.138h. And what will be this top wala height? It will be nothing but 0.293 minus 0.1381h. How much you are getting? What is the y value? Just calculate. एक बार subtract करो. What you are getting? 0.293 minus 0.138. So if you subtract, you will be getting 0.154h. End of story. So once you got this, the problem is solved. So what we have done, let us see. First I have found what is y1 bar. What is your y1 bar? It was 0.236h plus your y2 bar. अभी तो पहचाना था y2 bar. It was 0.154h. So plus 0.154h, right? So into a by 2. What is area of a triangle? BH by 2 divided by 2. A divided by 2. So just do it. BH by 4 into 0.236h plus 0.154h. Just do it. How much you are getting? You can do it directly. आपको आ जाएगा. So I have done it directly and I got 0. How much value you are getting? Please do it. Please do it. I am getting 0.0975 BH. I got 0.0975 BH. So once you got this, your problem is solved. So your ZP value is 0.097 BH and your Z of triangle is BH square divided by 24. Here you are getting 0.0975 into BH square. यहाँ पे भी h है ना, बाहर निकलेगा तो h square बन जाएगा. So what is your shape factor? Your shape factor is nothing but your ZP divided by Z value, which is 0.0975 BH divided by BH square divided by your BH square divided by 24. So BH square cancel, 24 ऊपर चले गया, 24 into 0.0975. So just multiply what you are getting. You are getting exactly 2.34. So that is shape factor of a triangle. So what we have done, let us remind ourselves once again. So Z value मैंने पहचाना था of a triangle which came up BH square divided by 24, and then I found out ZP value of a triangle which was FYZP. It was a by 2 into y1 bar plus y2 bar. So I found out what is neutral axis cutting the area into exactly 2. I just have to find out what is this y1 bar and then I have to find out what is this y2 bar. So once I found out, I got my ZP value as 0.00975 BH square. So my shape factor is nothing but ZP divided by Z. कर लेना, आपको कितना आ जाएगा? 2.34 आएगा exactly. So this is how it is done and I hope you will be able to solve similar problems. बड़े रहेंगे but marks जरूर आएंगे. On practice you will never make any mistake. Okay, and one more thing, if you are facing a problem, I really love this app here. Maybe you can make use of this. This app is called as CALCES. Okay, CalcES. This is a very good app. Original Calci type ही दिखेगा and very useful app. I really loved this. Okay, so I really loved this and I got exactly 2.34 in my calculator. Okay, so 2.34. So if you have Gate calculator app in your cell phone, better use that also, because Gate Calc से आपको आदत भी होनी चाहिए, so that it will be very handy for you in examination. Okay, so this concludes the shape factor. Now let us continue with load factor. What is this load factor? काफी सिंपल सा टर्म है. See, you know the shape factor, right? What is shape factor? It was your plastic moment divided by your yield moment. Plastic moment divided by yield moment. It was Fi Zp divided by Fi into Z. This was your shape factor. Now your load factor, let us try to understand. काफी similar है. It is again your plastic moment divided by working moment. Instead of yield moment, you are just writing working moment. Working moment yani still your stress have not reached its yield strength even in the external fiber. So what will be my formula? Your M is equals to F into Z, you know that, right? So your working moment is nothing but F into Z, where your F value is still less than Fi. Abhi Fi reach nahi hua hai. If your external fiber, let us say this is how your stress diagram looks like, and here the stress is F. If you keep on increasing the load, this stress diagram, what it will become? It will become something like this. बड़ा हो जाएगा, not in length, okay, length same है, size बड़ा हो जाएगा, and it will reach Fi here, Fi here, right? I hope it is very clear, right? So this condition is your yield moment condition. This condition is your working load condition. I hope it is very clear, right? So working moment you can write it as F into Z. Instead of Fi into Z, यहाँ पे F into Z लिखना है, बस यही खत्म है. So this whatever definition I have given you, the plastic moment divided by working moment, it is for ductile materials. For brittle materials generally you don't have plastic stage, right? For ductile materials, if something has a stretching property, if you keep on stretch, it will enter into plastic condition. तो हम calculate कर रहे हैं plastic moment. But if some material is brittle, will it have plastic zone? No, right? तो कैसे define करोगे load factor? We define for a brittle material it as your ultimate load divided by working load. As simple as that. Ultimate load divided by working load. This can be asked as a bit. Why we are doing like that in brittle? Because in brittle plastic से आप define ही नहीं कर सकते हो. So we don't use plastic terms, we will be using ultimate load divided by working load. Whereas in ductile materials, steel is a ductile material. So in steel, your load factor is nothing but your plastic moment divided by working moment. As simple as that. So it is nothing but Fi divided by F into Zp divided by Z. So what is this Zp divided by Z? It is nothing but my shape factor. And what is Fi divided by F? Your yield stress divided by your working stress. It is nothing but your factor of safety. Right? याद आ गया? You might have seen this yield strength divided by your working stress. So it is factor of safety even in your RCC or SOM. So I hope you can recollect. I can write is load factor as factor of safety into Zp by Z, which is nothing but my shape factor. Which is nothing but my shape factor. So my load factor is nothing but factor of safety into shape factor. It is also denotes what? Shear reserve strength beyond your safe moment. Whereas what was your shape factor denoting? It was reserve strength beyond yield moment. So just going with the definition, what does your load factor define? It defines the reserve strength beyond your safe load or safe moment. Okay, so reserve strength beyond your safe moment is your load factor, whereas your reserve strength beyond your yield moment is your shape factor. I hope you will remember it. There is one more term which is called as margin of safety and it is only for brittle materials. ये क्या होता है? Very simple. It is nothing but factor of safety minus 1. कुछ ज़्यादा याद रखना नहीं है. You know the factor of safety which is Fi divided by F. minus 1 कर लेना. That will be your margin of safety. Okay, MOS, margin of safety. You denote it by MOS. Okay, so before going into problems of load factor, काफी important formula problems है, इसमें से question आने के chances बहुत ज़्यादा है. Before that, I will teach you one simple concept. What is this note? You all know this formula, right? M by I is equals to F by Y is equals to E by R. See, we have used this so far. M by I is equals to F by Y. I also sent I there and wrote it as M is equals to F into Z. But so far I have not seen this last term E by R. What is this E by R? Let me make it very clear. E is Young's modulus, you know that. And R is your radius of curve. What is this radius? कहाँ से आया आपको? See, let me make it very clear. Whenever you are adding load, let us say this is how your body is and you are adding load. तो bend करेगा कि नहीं करेगा? So whenever you are making it a curve, you will be getting a radius of this curve. आपको क्या मिल रहा है? Radius of this curve मिल रहा है. Agreed or not? Right? So whenever you are bending it, you are getting a radius of curve. I hope it is very clear for you. Now comes the important thing. So r is your radius of curve, no issues. But 1 by r को क्या बुलाते हैं? We call it as curvature of our curve. So let us try to understand. If I am increasing my moment, what will happen to your radius for a straight line? For a straight line, what is your radius? Radius is infinite. Okay. But if something is like this, okay, and if something is like this, which has more radius and which has less radius, obviously this has more and this has less, because if you are drawing a circle, just join it, आपको इतना ही मिल रहा है, radius is less. But if you join a circle and draw the radius, you can clearly see the radius is more, right? So if something is like this, if it is bending, if my member, if you are adding the load, first it will bend like this, right? So now it has more radius. But if you keep on increasing the load, वो कुछ इस तरह से बेंड करेगा, अग्रीड, और पास में बेंड करेगा, तब its radius is actually decreasing. So your r value might be decreasing, but what is happening to your curvature? That means the curve is more, the curve is steeper, the curve क्या हो रहा है, काफी curvature बढ़ रहा है. That specifies that, okay. 1 by r क्या हो जाएगा? It will increase. As r value is decreasing, my 1 by r value keeps on increasing. That means if you are increasing the moment, what is happening to your r value? R value is decreasing. That means your 1 by r value is increasing. If your m is increasing, your 1 by r value is increasing. Your curvature is increasing. More the moment you apply, more the curve you will be getting in your beam. I hope it is very clear, right? At plastic state, whenever the moment is maximum, mp reach हो गया, your curvature, आपका radius क्या हो जाएगा? Radius negligible हो जाएगा, radius of this curve negligible हो जाएगा, and what will happen to your 1 by r value? It will go to infinite. Okay, it will keep on increasing to infinite. So at plastic state, m increases to mp and curvature क्या हो जाएगा? It will increase to infinite. Okay, so how will be the curve between your m and 1 by r, which is your curvature, curvature. So how it is? So as the moment is increasing, your m by 1 by r value is also increasing, but once it reaches your mp value, it becomes infinite. Okay, it becomes infinite. I hope it is very clear. Concept clear है आपका? And write down one important note. This note is quite important for objective purpose. So what is the most efficient section, cross section in resisting bending moment? What is most efficient cross section in resisting bending moment? Answer is I section. काफी important है, याद रखना. Why I section? Let me tell you very clearly. Plastic moment, what is the formula? F5 into a by 2 into y1 bar plus y2 bar, y1 bar plus y2 bar. If you are taking a circle, something like this, more mass is in center, right? So if you are writing y1 and y2, it is very close to neutral axis. It is very close to neutral axis. But if you are taking a I section, आप एक I section लीजिएगा, so your area is getting divided into half somewhere here, and your y bar will be at extreme sides. So as your lever arm is more, y1 bar plus y2 bar का जो भी distance आ रहा है, it is more, therefore your mp value will be automatically more. I hope you got it right. That's why as your mp value is more, most efficient cross section in resisting bending moment कौन सा है? I section होता है. I hope it is very clear. Now let us see two small problems of load factor and then I will stop. ये जो problems है on moment, plastic moment calculation काफी important है. You can expect a question from this. This we will see in next module. ठीक है? So now let us see what is these problems related to load factor. काफी simple रहेंगे. So let us see these questions. So let me select some red ink. Yeah, okay. So should I increase the size of my red ink? That would be better, right? This one looks good. Okay. So load factor of a rectangular section if a permissible stress is 0.66 F5. So he is asking what is a load factor. So I know the load factor formula is very simple. That is factor of safety into shape factor. शेप फैक्टर ऑफ अ रेक्टेंगुलर सेक्शन क्वेश्चन में ही दे दिया है. शेप फैक्टर कितना बन जाएगा? 1.5. फैक्टर ऑफ सेफ्टी इनटू शेप फैक्टर. व्हाट इज फैक्टर ऑफ सेफ्टी? योर यील्ड स्ट्रेस डिवाइडेड बाय योर वर्किंग स्ट्रेस, राइट? सो F5 divided by your permissible stress, the working stress what you can have is 0.66 F5, right? So into 1.5. F5 cancel. So 1.5 divided by 0.66. 0.66 how I can write? I can write it as 3 by 2. Sorry, 2 by 3, right? So 2 by 3, if I am sending it up, 1.5 into 3 by 2, 3 by 2 is 1.5. So 1.5 into 1.5, I can write my load factor as 2.25. End of story. कितना सिंपल है यार, कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें, राइट? सो व्हाट विल बी योर मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी? What will be your MOS? It is nothing but factor of safety minus 1. What is factor of safety here? Factor of safety मुझे कितना आया था? 1.5 आया था ना? Fi divided by 0.66 Fi. So this one cancel, 1 by 0.66. It is 1.5, I think. So 1.5 minus 1. So it will be 0.5. It will be 0.5. As simple as that. Now see this interesting question. After that I can stop. This is a very important question. Give it 5 star. Ask it in ESC and get. Okay, load factor of I section if allowable stress is increased by 20% and factor of safety is 1.5. okay, so he is not asking load factor of a I section. okay, agar question पूछता what is load factor of a I section, what it will be nothing but factor of safety into your shape factor. you know shape factor of I section, it is 1.12. एग्जाम में कैलकुलेट कर लेते मत बैठो. दिस वैल्यूज यू शुड रिमेंबर. I section, circle, thin circular section, okay, rectangle, diamond section, triangle, all these values you should be knowing. The table which I have given आपको by heart करना है. So my factor of safety is Fi by F into 1.12. This is my answer. okay, if factor of safety भी दे दिया है, he said 1.5 is the factor of safety. So 1.5 into 1.12 कर लेना, आपको क्या आ जाएगा? 1.68 आ जाएगा. This is your load factor. But क्वेश्चन ये नहीं है, प्लीज बी केयरफुल. इफ ही हैज सेड व्हाट इज द लोड फैक्टर ऑफ आई सेक्शन, when factor of safety is 1.5, your answer is 1.68. perfect. But he is saying what is load factor of I section if allowable stress is increased by 20%. This is the question. He is asking what is the load factor when my allowable stress. So what is my formula for load factor? Fi by F into 1.12. he is saying this stress whatever, right, I am increasing it with 20%. I am increasing it with 20%. So what is my answer? It was Fi by F. यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? into 1.2. because I am increasing it by 20%. तो क्या हो जाएगा? So it will be, I can write it as 1.2 into F into 1.12. मुझे ये चाहिए. So I know Fi by F into 1.12 अभी तो कैलकुलेट किया था, 1.68 है. So the load factor whenever you are increasing the permissible stress or allowable stress by 20% is nothing but 1.68 divided by 1.2, which will be 1.4. which will be 1.4. I hope you are getting it right. So ऐसे क्वेश्चन थोड़े ट्रिकी रहते हैं. You have to concentrate. Very important question. So this concludes today's module. In the next module, I am going to teach you problems related to plastic moment. Plastic moment काफी important है. So here we are going to see complex problems, the real gate ESC questions type questions we are going to solve in the next module. Okay, काफी interesting रहेगा. Have a nice day. उसके बाद में हम next module में mechanism सारे देख लेंगे and within 3-4 modules I will try to conclude this plastic analysis. Have a nice day. See you in next module.